Hello, welcome back to my channel. Happy December 18th. Welcome back to my craft closet. Yesterday we made this sock. I have not made the mate for it yet. I did, however, make the mate for this sock. I have not done the cuff yet, but I did just finish the second one, so now I have two. I still have to Kitchener the toe closed. I actually really like the way the roll looks, so I think I'm just going to pick up all the stitches with my size, probably with my size 1.5 needles, and just do like 10-15 rows of stockinette. I might do like one with red and one with purple at the top, just to keep the like craziness consistent. I haven't done that yet, obviously. I'll be doing that later. I also have to make that other sock later. I'm trying to balance making these videos and also making the second socks. I'm trying to stay organized so that I can meet all my deadlines, and one of those deadlines is Christmas and having gifts for people. Remember a few days ago when I made this sock? This is the stripy toe checkerboard sock that I ended up pulling off the ripper. This one, I had said that I was inspired by these socks that I was seeing on Pinterest that were kind of like wild pattern mixing, fun colors. And so I want to try again. And since I'm getting more comfortable with color work, and now I know how to properly do the toe and the heel in stripes without cutting it every row, that was pretty silly of me. Look at this beautiful striped heel, which is perfectly intact. I didn't have to pull in any ends or, you know, it's just solid. So now that I know how to make a solid striped toe, I want to play around with some more color work on the heels and the toes. I want to make another sock. It's so fun making these socks, and I like, every time I finish a sock, I'm like, this is so cute, I want to keep it, but I'm gonna try not to do that. I don't have a person in mind for the sock that I'm going to make in this video. Maybe my mom. I feel like my mom would appreciate the crazy socks. She's gonna get these ones. Last year I gave my mom some socks for Christmas that I had made, and since then she's bought a couple pairs of shoes that make it easier to see the socks she's wearing, and I think she did that so she could wear the hand knit socks that I made. So I think she'll appreciate some crazy funky socks that people might compliment, and then she can say, my child made these. Okay, anyway, so maybe she'll get these, I'm not sure. I picked out kind of a crazy color combination. I also opened that little pack of rainbow minis that I showed the other day, and it had this beautiful neon pink. I love pink yarns. Yesterday I was on the internet and I was on Wool & Company looking at all the Hedgehog Fibers yarns, and I just like added everything to my cart that I wanted. Like, I didn't order anything, but they have this like really easy add to cart button on every skein of yarn. And so I was just clicking like add all of the Hedgehog Fibers yarns that I wanted, and I think like 10 of them were shades of pink. Anyway, so this is one of the colors. It's so vibrant, I love it. I decided to pick 4 colors. I'll kind of have a main color, which I think will be yellow because I have a lot of it. So this will be like the color, this is what I'm thinking right now. It may change as I make the sock, but I think this will be kind of the main color, so it'll be paired up with all of the other colors in the color work patterns that I choose. So like stripes, checkerboard. I kind of want to do houndstooth because I can do houndstooth in just a really simple repeat, so I think it might be fun to try that. The other colors I chose were brown for a neutral in the color scheme, and then this light blue. So this is the color scheme. This is the color scheme of the crazy patterned sock that I'll be making in today's video. Also, I love the idea of making the sock with different patterns and then using the same patterns for the mate of the sock, but in different places. So like if the main foot of this first sock is checkerboard, then like maybe I would make the heel of the second one checkerboard you know, mixing up where the patterns are in the sock. I'm just gonna like get the color work charts ready and then just kind of go for it. I don't want to make like a solid plan because things often change in the moment for me. I think I'm gonna try the ribber again. Maybe I'll do another color specifically for the rib, just in case it doesn't work out. I don't have to waste any of these colors. So maybe there'll be a 5th color. I'll figure that out right now, and then we can start knitting. So I ended up using this gray and black yarn to do the rib. It's old yarn from an old sock project. And I eventually got the rib to work, but at the beginning I was dropping a lot of stitches, and I was thinking I would make it long enough to fold it over to do like a chunky folded rib cuff. But now it's like pretty long to where I can't really see down the cylinder, and all of the drop stitches are kind of at the bottom. So I'm gonna try to figure out how to pick up all the stitches and hang them on the cuff. I think it might be a little challenging. I guess I'm gonna try it. Yeah, for some reason like the stitches kept popping off of the ribber needles. Like they weren't catching at all, but like when I would go super slow they would all catch. So I think it was one, like when I was going too fast, one was just kind of like closing too soon and it wouldn't catch the yarn. So I ended up going really slow the whole time to try to get them all to catch. Yeah, it's kind of messy at the bottom because there are some that have dropped. Well, I'm gonna try to figure out how to hang the cuff and then I'll move on to the fun part. I've decided I'm going to take this rib off and try again because I did eventually get it to work. I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to cast on. I'm going to, you know, crank until I am in a good place where like the stitches are catching and things are going well. And then I'm going to put a ravel cord on, and then I'm going to put the yarn on after the ravel cord and see if that works out better. Because this is just like a total mess at the bottom, and I would not be able to give this to anyone as a gift because it would look so bad on the inside. So I'm just gonna start over and see if doing a ravel cord and then like trying to just make a solid cuff will work. And if I start to drop stitches, I guess I just won't knit so long so that I can't access those stitches later to pick them up. Because I can't really take the ribber off when I'm using it to go down there and pick up the stitches. So I'm gonna try again. I tried it again, it did not work again. I'm getting close, but it just sucks when the stitches drop and they go down the cylinder. Like you can't even catch them when the ribber is on because everything is covered. I don't know what to do. I'm gonna take this off and I think I will just keep trying until I can get it right, but I'm gonna move on in this video and I'm just gonna cast on to the top portion of the ankle part of the sock. And I'll put a ravel cord in there so I can attach it to either a rib or do something with the edge of the sock later after the fact. Because it's been like 2 hours and I have made zero progress. So I'm going to take this off and begin my fun colorwork sock. Well, I was working my colorwork sock, which I ended up making striped, which I think I'm just having like an overall bad sock day today because I looked at my color combination when I was going to start the color work and I was thinking like maybe I should do stripes, but I didn't really like the yellow with like, I don't know, I didn't really like the yellow as the base color and I didn't want it to just be yellow in one color, so I started doing this crazy stripe that was like yellow and blue and then with like a larger pink stripe in the middle. I'll take this off the machine because I'm gonna give up for the night. I just was working the heel and I started dropping stitches, unfortunately. So I'm kind of a bummer to not be completing the heel, or not be completing a sock today. I felt like things had been going pretty well the last couple of days with the socks. Maybe I jinxed myself yesterday when I said that things were going very well, because today I was not liking what I was making and then I messed up the heel. I was trying to do color work on the heel, so that could be why it was my first time trying color work on the heel. I was doing little 2x2 checks, so it started to work, but then I didn't move my yarn fast enough, or maybe I wasn't paying enough attention to where the needles were and the yarn was, and I missed one and it just like fell all the way down. So I got frustrated and wanted to stop. So I got a little bit of the ways through the heel and it is looking promising, so I think I'll try again maybe tomorrow. This was the stripe that I was doing. Yeah, I don't really like it that much now that I'm looking at it. Maybe I should do like every 2 stripes. That's what this is. They kind of blend together though, because the yellow has some green in it. I don't know. I don't really like the way it's looking on the screen. I do like the little blue and brown checkerboard. I think that's cute. So maybe I'll just think about my color combination a little bit more and try again with that one. Okay, well, I'll see you tomorrow. Bye!